Level 3, Step 2. This is teaching concept. This is the heart of the lesson where they're going to be introduced to a new concept. Sometimes it'll be review, but usually it'll be new, and learn about how to apply that concept. So you'll begin with a whiteboard or piece of paper, and you'll write the words fin, lit, zip, and sat. And you'll read them with your child. Your child could read them to you. You could read them. You could have your child repeat after you. And you'll ask them, how do we spell the sound f in the word fin? And they'll say F, or they'll point to the F. And same thing, when you get to lit, you'll say, how do we spell the sound T in the word lit? And they'll say T. So you repeat with those 4 words. What we're doing is taking a closer look at these 4 letters and these 4 sounds. So this is kind of warming them up, getting your child to pay attention to those sounds. Let your child know that he's already learned one way to spell those sounds, and now he's going to learn a second way to spell the sounds. So on your whiteboard, you'll write out FF and then a space or go down a line, LL, ZZ, SS. And you'll point to the first one and explain that 2 F's can spell F. Remember, don't say F, say F. Then you'll write the word puff and read it with your child. So you can point under the P and go P, F, puff. Your child may want to read it themselves. That's totally fine. You'll repeat with the letter L, 2 L's, and explain 2 L's can spell L, and write the word will. And repeat with the Z and the S. Now the next point, you let your child know that we use FF, LL, ZZ, SS at the end of a word when we have a 1-syllable word with a short vowel sound. Now, your child does not need to memorize that. That note is more so for you as a teacher, and it is something that they'll learn a little bit more about when they are learning multisyllabic words and spelling rules in future lessons. But the point is just to let them know, hey, like there's a reason that we do this, and there is a pattern that we can follow. But the goal here is just for them to know that 2 S's just spells S. Now for the next part, you'll say the following sounds and ask your child to blend the sounds into a word. So you'll say, I'm going to tell you some sounds. You tell me the word. And you go S, A, L. And your child will go sell. And you'll say K, L, I, F. And your child will say cliff. For some students, I find it helpful to hold up fingers. So I'll go J, A, Z. And they'll go jazz. You might need to, if your child is unfamiliar with this process, you are welcome to have them just repeat after you for the first couple until they get the hang of how to do it. The last step to the teaching concept is to write out a couple of words, boss, doll, sniff, and fuzz, and read them with your child. Again, your child may be able to just read these, or you might need to point underneath each letter, b, a, s, d, a, l, doll, and have them repeat after you, or have them point at the letters. Whatever your child is ready for, just kind of follow their lead with how much you can expect them to do independently. You don't need to write the words and say, read this, and just point at it. You can give them some support and say, okay, our first is b, now it's a, now it's boss. So they get the hang of reading those words. So that is probably going to be the longest part of the lesson, where you are actually teaching your child the new concept. And after that, you move on to the next step.